So in the last video we have done about work done calculation. We have taken a piston, frictionless piston and cylinder. We have calculated the work done, dW equal to external pressure into infinitesimal change in volume. If it is negative, work done by the system. If it is positive, work done on the system. It's a conventional science. With the same expression, we can calculate for reversible process work done. Here, the reversibility with reference to thermal process, not the chemical reversibility. We need to highlight this point. Here, thermal reversibility. It is a hypothetical phenomenon. 100% heat reversible process do not take place. Anyway, and from the definition of reversible process, piston movement in a cylinder, the piston movement for infinitesimal length dl difference, it is in equilibrium, to and fro motion. Even one cannot imagine such a piston movement, right? So such a piston movement cannot be imagined. Such a slow process, infinitesimal slow process. Thermal reversibility we have taken with reference to piston. The piston movement, the to and fro motion at infinitesimal distance. Okay. That infinitesimal distance dl is such a small length to and fro motion, equilibrium. The system will take place in equilibrium. Volume versus pressure versus volume graph. You see, when pressure increases, volume decreases, isn't it? When the pressure increases on the system, suppose on the system, then volume of the gas inside the cylinder decreases. If external pressure, internal pressure, if internal pressure increasing within the cylindrical tube, within the cylinder, if internal pressure increases, then piston will move outward. This piston to and fro motion is in equilibrium for infinitesimal change. Then this is the dV. It is another dV, infinitesimal change in volume. dV is nothing but infinitesimal change in volume. See, always I am using infinitesimal change. What it means? It means very small volume. One cannot imagine such a small volume, right? So then we have taken the work done process, basically work done process on the cylinder or by the cylinder. Here we are not discussing anything about conventional science. Let us discuss later at the end. Okay, at the end we will see plus or minus. So dW, infinitesimal change in work, P external into dV. For that expression, let us do integration from initial volume to final volume. When you do integration, external pressure is constant. External pressure is constant in the irreversible process. Irreversible process, external pressure is constant. Okay, now we are discussing it is a reversible process. That means piston can move forward and backward, to and fro motion. In that case, external pressure, we cannot make it constant. Okay, then instead of external pressure, we can write internal pressure plus or minus dP. What is the dP? Infinitesimal change in pressure. If internal pressure within the gas, within the cylinder, the gas pressure is internal pressure. Okay. If dP pressure increased, piston move forwarded, very little quantity of pressure applied, dP. Then internal pressure is equal to external pressure. Internal pressure plus dP, that is the external pressure, equal. Equilibrium is maintained. Similarly, if piston expanded, why expanded? Internal pressure within the piston, internal pressure increased. So piston move forward, backward direction. Why? External pressure is less, internal pressure is more. At that point also equilibrium is maintained. How we can make it equilibrium? external pressure is equal to internal pressure minus dP. That infinitesimal change in pressure we have subtracted, which is increased internally, that we have subtracted, then that is equal to external pressure, right? So for the infinitesimal change calculation, we will do for overall process. We have calculated for small change and we will integrate for the total process. Initial volume to final volume, let us integrate. Then on the simplification, plus or minus term will become like this: dP multiplied with internal pressure and dP multiplied with dV. This is very negligible value, very small figure, so we can neglect it. With total value, it is 0, right? It is almost 0. Then what is left out term? Internal pressure. Internal pressure is due to gas, right? Hopefully this is what the first segment we have reached internal pressure, and this term will become as 0. Internal pressure is nothing but due to gas, PV equal to nRT, PV equal to nRT. This is what the ideal gas equation. Instead of this pressure term, we can write nRT by V in this expression. In this expression we can write, instead of P internal, I can write nRT by V. N, number of moles, R is the universal gas constant, T, temperature, all are constant. What is the variable? Only the denominator V is the variable. We know in the mathematics, in the logarithms, integrations everywhere, that is integral over 1 by V dV is nothing but natural logarithm of V. Upper limit, this is what the way to take step. As the MPC students, you know very well this one. Upper limit by lower limit. nRT is the constant. nRT is a constant. So ln V, upper limit by lower limit. So first we will substitute according to integration principles. First we will substitute upper limit minus lower limit. The same function, natural logarithm is the function. nRT ln V, V final minus ln V initial volume. Then log A minus log B term. Natural logarithm is nothing but ln with base 10 logarithm log base 10. So nRT ln A log A minus log B log A by B. Okay, so this natural logarithm is related with the log base 10 by multiplying with the 2.303. Okay, so now come to the point, the conventional sign. Now we have done expansion or compression. That depends upon the sign we have taken. Magnitude is same. This is the same magnitude. Reversible process derived from irreversible expression. Reversible process derived from irreversible expression. Irreversible expression, external pressure we have taken dP. I told you why dP has introduced, due to and fro motion. Okay. Then we have divided into two terms. We have separated into two terms. The term 2 can be 0, neglected. dP into dV. dV itself very small, then dP is further very small. Okay. So internal pressure is there. Internal pressure we have substituted. Integration we applied, then the simplification. Now, if it is a plus term, what done on the system? If you taken plus value from here if you start with a plus symbol, if you start with plus, the total answer will at the end will be plus, positive only. Okay, then work done on the system. If you start with the negative, the same expression, that is work done by the system, negative. Okay, reversible expansion, the to and fro motion of the piston, it is a reversible process, and expansion, piston moving outward, then negative sign. To and fro motion, it is moving forward inside the cylinder, the piston moving inside the cylinder, that is work done on the system. Okay, that is positive sign. Okay, fine.